Hello and welcome back to a brand new video. First of all, I want to thank Debbie for my new coat. I got Christmas gift a little early, so thank you, Debbie. Anyway, so here we are, the final frontier. Now, we're going to talk about the property, and I also want to address some of the lies I've been seeing on the internet. And the comment section has been so brutal. That's why I show up sometimes and sometimes don't. I don't know. Most of you guys are so amazing, and then some of the people dropping their words just need to do something else with their lives. So, first thing I want to talk about is the repairs. Now, and if you don't know the whole story here, there's a whole bunch of videos that lead up to this one talking about what happened. I'm not going to get into all that in this one. I want to talk about the repairs and the journey of the repairs and where we're at right now. So the inspector came, right? We're going to talk about that. So let's briefly talk about the repairs. Mainly, the electrical just had to be looked over. It was fine. And then I had to take a window out over there, and I had to add different hold downs and strapping to the end of the shop over there. It's called a portal. And those were pretty much the only repairs I had to do to make this property legal. And I guess I'll talk a little bit about that first. So the repairs are all done. I also want to say this. I don't know anything about building a normal house. I don't know anything about this construction. I don't know anything about how it's done. I don't know the code. I didn't go to school for it. And I certainly can't afford anybody to come out here and do these repairs for me. So I did it myself, right? So I have definitely made mistakes. As some of you in the comment section have mentioned and brought up. Now, all those mistakes have been dealt with and looked at. So I've made mistakes, 100%, and I've had to do extra work and more work because of them. But we're past all that now. So, anyways, here we are. And I'll talk so. Let's start with the window. Everybody was saying that window's been there for 30 years. You can have a window up to code. True, right? And apparently the engineer, I needed to pull the window out because structurally it needed the support there from the framing, and I guess it's called nailing, shear strength, right? The nails create shear strength. So I don't know. Again, people all went to school for this stuff. I did not. They told me I needed to take the window out. I took the window out, right? Created more strength on that side of the building. Portal side. A lot of people were making comments about the 2-inch nail spacing. That's not code. They're just messing with you. Again, I didn't go to school for this stuff. I'm just doing what I'm told, right? Now, the reason that I'm told that 2-inch nail spacing was important is because of the big portal. Most of that structure that's held up is not the whole thing, right? It's just like these 2 pillars and so those extra nails just create more shear strength. And then we put in that bracing, and then we put in the new hold downs. And the reason for the 2-inch nail edge nailing was for strength of the building to help support it. That's why it is. That's what the plans called for. That's what we did. I seen somebody talking about how I had an engineer and all these plans, and then I didn't follow them. I followed them to the T, down to the nail and type of wood, and the best I knew how. And I'll admit I had to Google some of the terms because I didn't know. So I did the repairs the best I could, made mistakes, had to repair my repairs a few times. And here we are. So the inspector was here. And he looked through all my stuff, checked my work. Everything is good. The property is officially legal. I got an email from the county with a link to my permit or whatever, and it's all done. I got a certificate. The house is officially legal, and it was such a wild, drawn out deal. Now, I want to touch a little bit on how we ended up here, right? And address some of the things I've seen you guys talking about. One of the things I've seen you guys talk about, we'll start with the easy stuff, is the siding. There's no siding on the shop. Apparently, you don't necessarily have to do siding if you do exterior paint. It helps seals it up. Whoever built this did it, well, I know who built it. He did it as inexpensively as he could. I'm not faulting him for that. So, saved himself a bunch of money on siding. I don't think there's anything wrong with that, but that's actually fine, right? Now, in one of my videos, I talked about how, I want to talk about the big one, is how the tax man came out here and measured all the buildings, right? So, let's go back to the very beginning and talk about the thing I haven't talked about at all in a while and why I haven't. So, this whole thing started. I got a letter. Well, okay, I'll backtrack. When we first bought this place, we were excited, cleaning it up, Taxman did come out, measure all the buildings. Didn't really tell me why, said it was routine for them to come after a purchase and check everything out, right? Now, I don't remember how long after that, I got a letter from the county saying that I was going to be fined $3,000 a day because I have illegal buildings. Okay? First, I thought it was a scam. Turns out it wasn't. And I ended up going down to the county to talk to them. So, here's what I know. And I don't necessarily know what happened first. Right? So the county, the tax people and the county people are in two separate offices, two separate buildings. I don't know if they're related, right? So the tax person came and measured the buildings because the sale of the property didn't reflect what was on the tax roll. So anytime you add a structure, you're supposed to add it to the tax roll, and you're taxed on the buildings that you have, right? I think the tax thing was a completely separate deal that happened on its own outside of everything else, right? Now let's talk about the letter I got from the county. Now, I went in there, and they showed me screenshots of my property video that I put out when I first got this place for my family. And somebody, one of my YouTube subscribers, the stalker, which I've been really avoiding talking about because I just don't want to give them power anymore. That's why I stopped talking about them. I'm just cleaning up the mess. Anyways, this person, vindictive person, put out or sent the county my video saying that I had illegal structures on the property, literal screenshots from my video, and emailed the county. And then I had basically a compliance officer in charge of my case, and I had two options. I could destroy all the buildings or try and save what I have or want to save by getting an as-built permit. Okay? I'll touch a little bit about that. I really just didn't want to talk about this anymore, but I literally had somebody in the comment section saying I was lying about the stalker and all this stuff, and I slipped up. And it's just crazy to me. I just don't want to talk about this anymore, or this person. So it's like the taxing is a completely separate thing from the compliance officer, right? A lot of the stuff here was built without a permit, or a permit was pulled and never finished, and da-da-da. We've already fixed all the problems. Just to recap, we demolished a whole addition to the back of the house, tore down a whole building that was like a shed over there because it was way outside of stuff, pulled a whole story off a barn, but 80% of my shop was unpermitted and illegal. I did all the demolitions myself with Jaylena and some help with some friends, and I couldn't lose the shop, or I would literally lose all my property value. Couldn't do it. And I tried to, basically, I have to go through an as-built permit process. I want to do more in-depth videos of all this specific stuff in the future. I just want to really talk about the things that people are talking about in the comments. And I had to hire an engineer whose job basically is to draw the building that's here and any repairs I need to do to make it legal so that the county can sign off on it. Basically, it's like a reverse building permit engineering thing. And literally just went through all that. And again, there's a whole backstory. You can watch all the videos to get here. And I'm done. I'm inspected. I'm legal. The property is legal. Now, going back to the person that caused all of this, I really don't want to talk about this person, but I feel like I should a little bit because I haven't talked about it at all. When they first started this whole thing, soon as they did it, they sent me a letter that I've never shared with you, and I'll probably never share with anyone, bragging about why they did it, which tells me pretty clearly who they are and who they're connected to. And I really just don't want to expose that, because I'm not the type of person that wants to throw dirt on anybody's name publicly, right? And you'd be very surprised who these people are and who they're connected to. And you would be disappointed, right? I don't want to. I've got enough drama in my life. I don't want any more YouTube drama. I'm just doing my thing over here, providing for my family. I don't want to put all that out in the world. So when they first started all this, they emailed the county my property tour screenshots, and basically got me in the position where I had to do repairs or be fined $3,000 a day. And then, I think I talked about it briefly, after they did that, they emailed a separate entity saying that there was illegal insulation in the building, so that I would be forced to stop the repairs so that I would be fined. And then they also did something else that I don't think I ever shared on the internet. And I don't think I am now, but there was more stuff that was never filmed or ever talked about. And this person's I became their full-time job. They were basically trying to get my YouTube channel shut down, and they were just trying to get me off and just ruin my life in a nutshell. Which is crazy when it's like I'm literally just doing my thing and trying to provide for a child, right? And these people are so poisonous. I can only imagine, like, the lives they touch in reality. Like, the people around them, I just feel bad for them, honestly. And it was really, really, really bad. And eventually, I just wanted to stop talking about it. That's why I haven't talked about it at all until now. Because I have people accusing me that I made the whole thing up, which is nuts. I just want peace in my life and to take care of myself and my family. That's all I want. I'm not trying to go after anybody. So I wanted to talk about that. And hopefully this will be the last time I ever talk about it. right? The property is legal. I want to do a whole nother video on my plans now. I'm building this bus to do adventures with my daughter. Jaylena's building her new Chinook RV over there. And I'm very, very grateful for the people that have been here since the bus building shop and have just shown support to my whole family just by being here, watching the videos, and just being a part of our family. And I'm so grateful to say that this is my full-time job. And I'm so grateful for you guys on that side of the camera who make this a reality. Without you, I wouldn't be able to do this. I wouldn't be able to be with my daughter every day. So thank you. And unfortunately, there's always going to be terrible people in this world that, like, their fun is just messing with other people. And I just feel bad for those folks, right? And unfortunately, those are some people that are subscribed to this channel. So this holiday season, just send some love out into the world. And, you know, there's that saying, hurt people hurt people. So I can only imagine the terrible life they live or must have lived to get off on just hurting people. We got sidetracked a little bit on this one. Basically, I just wanted to say thank you to the YouTube subscribers, you guys out there who support the channel and make this thing a reality. You know, I've been thinking a lot about the future and what I want my life to look like next year and the coming years. I did restart my music career this year, and I had to take a pause on it again just because it was just too much. Like, the house just was too much. You know, I bought this house because I had a daughter, and I just want to live in it and use it to do things, and it turned into a full-time job. And my whole priority was just getting it legal and getting it all done, and we have accomplished that mission. We're legal, we're done. That was one of the things I really wanted to accomplish this year, was just putting the house drama behind me and going into next year just like using it to live in. So the last major project is this bus, and I just want to get it done too, so I can focus on just doing things I want to do and living my life. So I'm going to take this one out. Thank you guys so much for watching. The house stuff is over. The inspections are done. Everything's legal. I've fixed all my mistakes, fixed all the mistakes of the last guy who owned it, and we're good to go. I have a property I can live on, a property I can get rid of if I want to. But I feel like it's a huge weight off my shoulder, and I want to thank all of you on that side of the camera for being a part of this whole journey. And I'm so grateful for you guys. So thank you for being here. I'll see you guys in another video. Comment below, and let's all be nice people, right? All right, bye. Thanks for watching.